start going wrong from talking on the phones.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded at the 8. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's Ajayi. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This is Ajayi, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Come on now, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wentz on third down. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up first and 10 at the 16. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. And off comes to Smallwood. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Wentz now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Star Latulippe continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Lion. 82.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked out by Jordan Poyer. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Gone! Alert! Gone!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin the drive with a giant. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
It's taken to the 26. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Room to run past midfield. And he'll cut it to the right side. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wentz escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Caught here by Conley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Allen going to go on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make it 24-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Allen now on first down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. This one taken from the 7. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Completes it to Ajayi. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
82, 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his pass incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Dontari Poe in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Great 15. Great 15. Great 15. Great 15.
Throwing is Wentz. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 54 yards. And the Bills add on. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
82, 82.
Wentz now on first down. A dump off to Smallwood. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
Ram. Tyson. Shift. 49. Black. That's a slant. 82.
Wentz going to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Wentz on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marcus Wheaton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, Allen. And he fires one incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And here's Allen throwing again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen operating from the gun. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. And now they'll throw with Allen. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. David Njoku, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on, like, the fifth tune at
yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This one taken from the 7. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4 down. Check. I'm bringing it to you. Hey, stat.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Great.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. He lets one go deep for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Good chip. Great 15.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. The outcome of this one, Well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills getting set to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason. And Freeman lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now it's Ajayi, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Wentz now to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, a run with Smallwood. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Sunday! Good. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch the pass.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Run. Black, come on.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Trent Murphy in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And out and out come the Eagles. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Sunday.
On 1st down, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.